Hello guys and welcome to another Contort session. So today we're gonna be programming our language again, and I'm thinking about adding, like I said, labels and the jump instructions. And oh yeah, I need to open up something in the VS Code server and extensions and then Contort. Okay. So I just got a Discord notification. And yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be implementing the rest of our language, but with the rest of our language I mean labels. So I first need labels, which is that, and I also need to add them in here. So it's just, so this is my what's it called? My syntax highlighting and my autocomplete for the language, and it's slow. So we'll first get started on the implementation. So for the implementation, I need to actually now work with the directives. So let me open up my token and directive, and I'm thinking about having like a union with like as, and then we have, for now we have a token directive label, and then as a label. So let me just quickly implement that. It's a structure with a token directive label, and yay, my C syntax highlighting is also working. So in the label, what do we have? We have a string with the name and with the jump address, and I am gonna need my string library, and my water's also out, so I'm just gonna quickly grab some new water and then I'll be right back. So I've got my ball of water here, and yeah, so let's just drink. Cheers. It's very delicious. So we have a jump address and the other one. And then I'm thinking that I need an enum with the type. And for now we're gonna have token directive type label. It's gonna be 0. So so what we need is, so I guess that this is fine for now. Let's just see how many things it breaks to force build it. So that's the wrong one. So I think that in the lecture, so we have if the opcode, I need dot this, I need this one to be at the first index. Alright. So if the opcode oh bro, I've already dereferenced it. So if the data at the count minus 1 is equal to a colon, which is a label, then I think that we name is gonna be trimming the chop part of the opcode by the label, and then yes, we need the jump address. So how are we gonna get that? Yeah, so I'm gonna be bunch of deferred operands. No, but I need to get the, so we need to have like some sort of so how I did that in my other language is I basically got the I had a function that returned a U64 that was called getInstLen plus the getString length, and that was my jump address. But we can't do that now since we have lecture advance, so I'm thinking that we can't just provide the list length. So what if we just don't have that? But instead, after we finished it, like what if we now just return a token, yeah, I suppose it has to be with the dot type equal to token type directive, and the dot as directive, the name being the name, and the directive as dot label dot name, and then yeah, so that's all we need. And then dot as directive type, that's gonna be a token directive type label. Yes, that you can't have like this and then directly after that you have this. That isn't possible. So I'm guessing that this should work, but now let's just see. And it compiles, yay. Parsing directives is not implemented yet. Where do I, it's in the AST. So, parsing. Printing, where's my parse? Here. So we have the directive, and then wait, did I change the I did not change the AST nodes. This one also needs to have this one, and yeah, so I basically need the type and the director, and then I need an AST, a label, and just like this, but then with the other one. I know it makes very much sense. This one is a directive label, but this one can't also be that, so I need to have like AST directive type label, which for now is going to be the only one that we have. So I need a word with the jump address and I'm guessing a string with name. So if we encounter like a jump instruction, that we can then just push that. And we can then just grab the name and just loop through all of the directives that are of type label, and then if we find and then we compare the name that we got with the jump with the name that we got from the other one from the in the directive, that I think that, and then we just replace that with the jump address. So I'm guessing that this should work, but of course I am a bit of an idiot, so I don't test it. And output is build here, and I don't need the AST. So parsing directives is not implemented yet. So the way this works is the AST nodes at the nodes size dot the type is a AST node type directive. That's one thing. And then I need the name as directive. Oh yeah, AST directive type label. Yeah, I'm doing this very difficult for me as directive, and the directive as a label, and the name is gonna be the token at that thing as a directive, and then yeah, so this, and then we if wait no we need to, and then we need to have a nested switch. Ideally I write it good on the token where we current R directive dot as the type, and if we have a case, what's the type? It's an enum, and what are we doing in that enum? We have this. So if we have this, then So we just cut this, paste it, and let's do this. So the directive type is label, and then the name directive as label.name. So, and then I think that we need the jump address. I think that we like seek to get inst len and then ast get inst len with the ast, and I don't care that we have to the references since we're gonna be adding one anyway. And that one's returning a word. So we have like a word with ast get inst length with the Well, I'm guessing that if we just mark it as a constant ast pointer, that it will also work. So yeah. So yeah. So I'm guessing that if we also make this, and then I can then replace, oh yeah, it takes an eternity to load, with the reference ast. And then also in here we replace the ast with a ast pointer and just add const. I now need to replace from that to this. Alright, so and we do not really dereference it because we actually have a function for it. Get inst length. And what's that gonna return? Just returning a word. So we need to loop through all of the current instructions that we have. So we need to loop through the nodes. So we could just copy it. And we just have a word with the inst and that be equal to 0, and just only if we have a type of inst, then we increment it. So that's like inst plus plus. And I think that's it. So yeah, so we can just try and rebuild it, and I don't return it. I am an idiot. Return the instructions. And so it works. Wait, I forgot to there's print ast. Oh, this is because I forgot to do this part, which is probably the most important part of it all. So the jump label, the jump address actually, is going to be this. And compiling directives is not implemented yet. So I'm thinking of just remove that. So it works. And then I think I want to AST print. So we're gonna be printing the AST after we've done it. AST is nothing. Well, at least it was honest. Printing directives is not possible yet. Alright. So I guess that we need to copy this, and since that we only have one for now, I can just do a cost to an integer of the nodes as directive as label name and count, and since I do not want to be writing it again, I am just going to be copying it. This is the data, turn on line wrap, and then just as directive, but I can also zoom out. As directive as label, and then the jump address. So type is a directive, and we have a label with the name, just name being that, and then the jump address being this. So does this work? No, it doesn't. Oh, because we don't provide it correctly. So jump address is 0, which I guess if you look at it, it's jumping to IP 0, which is going to be this instruction. But if we do it in here, the jumper, it's going to be alright. So it works, and even if we add it at the end of this, so same with this. Wait, I want that shortcut. And then we have a 4. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This works. So now we have equal. Wait, I need to compile it first, but I'm thinking that I'm first going to be implementing the jump. So jump to end, and I'm gonna need this, and then just adding jump, and then I guess I don't have to reload it. It's entirely, well, yes I do. So we're gonna be reloading it. And now my syntax highlighting should be fixed. I don't know, but yeah. So it's extremely slow. So yeah. I already have a good core, but I'm thinking that the real thing that's lagging me down is probably WSL and the fact that I'm recording. Because if I am not recording, it's way faster than this. I was testing out my new syntax highlighting and it was almost instant. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna be adding, like after the recording, I'm gonna be adding a folder with the name highlighting that is gonna contain the highlighting for example, yeah, everything. So, jump to end. And what do we got? We are getting, yes, jump is not a valid instruction. And my lecture is being absolutely disgusting today. Instruction. So, yeah. And that's the reason why I do not want that to be like this. But I don't know. So, jump. I do not need to specify the operand. But what I do need to do, however, is a token inst jump, and also I need to add something in the lecture that's then, after we've parsed everything, that's then gonna be looping through all of the deferred operands for like jump, jump if, jump carry, for all of these jump instructions, and then I'm just gonna pick them out and just setting them to what we have got. So I need a, that's in here, I need a jump instruction. Where does it break? That's the beauty of this. Jump. Jump. And just do a jump. And at this, it's also quite simple because we just gonna be replacing this with jump. And in the compile, so it's just the same. Then for the jump, so it's not that, it's that. So yeah, we could look at that. Jump with operand 0. Not good. So now I'm just kidding. So in the lecture, we now need to introduce something in the lecture that's like a deferred operand, DevOps, and system, and then also having a size t with the DevOps length, and yeah, it's gonna be basically making a structure of all of like this operands that's just gonna have a string with a name, and I think that we need a index in the list that's just gonna be, yeah, the index in the nodes list for the instructions. So size t with the index in nodes in AST nodes. So in lecture, so now we need to change this. Lecture dot deferred operand is a malloc of a deferred operand 0, and since if I ever want to change the type, I can just do that. Def ops length, that's equal to 0. So in the so in the jump we have a deferred operand def op, and the deferred operand dot name is gonna be the argument, and the index in AST nodes is, I can't just do, so I need to pass it around. Wait, I also did something like that in my like somewhere in that, but I can't remember. Yeah, that was with a linked list of some sort, I don't know anymore. Well, we just add it to there, and then we eventually do it in here. So I'm guessing that if we just, if the AST tokens at as inst type is equal to token inst jump, and we can add a or everything else. That's it's gonna be the it's going to be some sort of this, and then different. So it's like a word with operand is going to be this, and then just this, placing that operand being equal to that. Yeah, so now we don't need to specify this at all. And then we can just do this. The lecture deferred operand, we're gonna reallocate it with the of course we're gonna be reallocating the deferred operands, but with the deferred operand length times 2 times the size of a deferred operand. And then we need to actually add it to it, so at index of the deferred operand length is equal to the deferred operand. I'm guessing that we're doing something like this, so yeah, make and deferred operands. Oh, you're kidding. I did not know that I have to do it like that. Guys, I'm joking for anybody that isn't getting it. I am a very good jokester. So, jump with operand 4. I just missed it. No, we need to get the... It's just the length of the nodes. What? Wait, so what do we do? Get inst length? Yeah, but it's just the node size. So yeah. So I have 5, and the operand is 5, and it doesn't matter if I have another instruction after it, I guess. No, it's still gonna be 5. So now it just is in here. So I need to yeah, so is it the third operand? Yeah, so it should be handled in the thing after that. In the lecture itself. So we're gonna be for what was the type? 60. For every thing in the third operand's length, and increase it, so we're just looping through it. And if the string equals to the lecture, or is it to the third operand's dot at index I dot name with the name that we get from the token list at the index of so there was somewhere that I could do that. How about how? Like we are not storing it anywhere. Oh. It was at the that shit, but we don't keep track of it. Yeah, that's index in AST nodes. But if I like, if the token type we get is equal to a token type instruction and the token as an instruction dot type is equal to a token inst jump, now we're then gonna be setting the token dot as the instruction the deferred operand. So the lecture, the deferred operands at index of the deferred operand's length minus 1 is equal to the dot index in the AST node. It's going to be equal to the token list length or something like that, I don't know. Length dot as dot instruction. Wait, what? Oh yeah, so no, no, I'm doing this all wrong. So it's like the wait, what? Wait, so we need to check it against the thing that we're receiving. So it's that, so then the index in the token list is going to be that. Wait, where do we keep track of? Oh, I need to get a list of names back. Yeah. So then I can loop through them. And then just we have the names and then an index of the deferred operands at the current index and then dot this. Yeah, like that. String names to malloc a string and a for I'm gonna be naming this J, and then we're going to be looping through all the tokens, and then if the what's it called? Oh wait, I need J. So if the current token list at the current it's hard to say dot why won't you just work this thing? Yeah, because I have a problem and then it won't tell me. Dot my instance is getting so the token list at the current index type sticks to a token type directive and the oh, that's why it wasn't working. And the same thing as a directive as a yeah, I think I can just do the type to a token directive type label, and then we names. Oh, that's not the good one. Names at names I plus plus is equal to the this thing, and not the type the directive as label name, and I need a which is equal to 0, and I need to reallocate it since that so I need to this thing needs to be replaced with the names. This thing needs to be replaced with the name side, and this thing needs to be replaced with string. So, I'm just going to be printing found a name, found a jump label I am getting 0. This thing is amazing. Why do I get that? What if I just check it at what we currently are? It still doesn't work. Why don't you just work? Wait, why isn't this just working? Do I need to like the count and then the data? I'm gonna start. And what if I just do the token list at the index I dot as directory dot as label dot jump shares. We still got start. And that's just the 0th index. Alright, now we need the third operands dot this. What will this give me? Nothing. Since that I get that and he doesn't get this thing. Wait, I think it was this one didn't need to be the length, this one needs to be names. And I just print the so what if we just print the current name that we're handling? I can't do anything. So start and end. And I think that if we just also go through all of the deferred operands. Wait, this one. Okay. J is equal to 0, and it is no more than the lecture the deferred operands length, and we increase it. And then if we have a string equals with the names at the current name and the deferred operands name at the thing that we're handling now. Found name. For now we'll just do the same thing. I just don't need. So, and I hope this works. Found name ends. So, yay, it works. So, and yeah. And then I need the index in token list is the operands. Right, and I hope that we now get something that resembles it. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Alright. So then we have the token list at the this thing that's equal to the directive at that. Oh, we could just do names. Wait, but this shit is a dot as instruction. The operand 62, I think. Don't we have like a list of labels? We haven't. So, what we do is, after this, we get a string of the labels. We do want this album index. Yeah. And then I think that I also want the. But how am I going to do this? So we have a names and we have like some directives. We have labels and then this. So I'm guessing that we then can just, because in here with this we do this and that's just the instruction length. So I guess that just means that we do need it now. So are we going to do that after we've handled it? Of course I'm going to do that. So I need the current instruction length, which is going to be our jump address plus the number of labels that we have already, which I think is just going to be wait a minute. No, we can't do that. So, so almost have labels. And index in token list is 5. So this is going to be the 5th index. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Even if we have, I don't know, 2 more labels in front of it, it's still going to be found at index 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the upper end's now 39. Alright. I am actually pretty good at bugging C. Like, we didn't even get a warning. Because that's that. Alright. So, the thingy, it's going to be that's address. But I don't want to do that. But what if we just do that in the init function? And we lose that. Wait a minute. Well, yeah, I'm thinking that we just leave this as it is. Just cut that. Then go to the AST. And then just paste this in here. Because why not? And this thing is the size. And I need to replace this one with the tokens. And I lose access to the deferred operands. Great. So there has to be some way that we can pass. Well, ideally I just do a lexer and I mark it as constant. Need to include the lexer, and we just have a constant lexer. Now we can just do this, and I think it should still too few arguments. Oh yeah, because I need to provide a lecture and a reference to the lecture. And 7. So now I still can't get it. Well, at least we made progress. So now I actually have all of them. Wait, I need to do this. Do I need to do this after every iteration? We just like got that and just after everything we just do this, and because we have the alright, so tokens is AST tokens, and this is the AST tokens size. Tokens. What's the token size? Tokens. Why don't this work? And so lecture to the lecture. This is that we don't need to modify it. I can just mark it as a constant. So lecture, and it's a constant. Since that I am not gonna be changing it. And so give me this. So now it still compiles and it's the same every time. So, but since that I can now do this, I can actually we just have the name, and then if it's in the directives, and then we just do another loop. Yes, I know that you're getting sick of me. IJKL, that's equal to 0, and that's less than the node size, and we increment it. And if the name is in the nodes at the index as the directive as a label, and then the name, at least if we have one, then we're gonna be doing the, now finally we can do, how do I do that shit? The nodes at the lecture deferred operands at index of the current deferred operand. This is equal to this, and then the jump address. And all of this for one label. And it doesn't even do it. As the instruction operand. So, if we know that everything correctly, we should get jump to 6. Finally. And it doesn't matter how many operands I have, how many of these I have, it's always going to be 6. Jump address is 17, this jump address is also going to be 17. So this is now working. Only thing we need to do is the compiling, and I think that's, yeah, I'm just going to drink something real quick and then we're going to get to the compiling. So yeah, looks like we have some. Wait, I heard a Discord melding notification. Oh well. Yeah, so I guess that we are now just going to be compiling it. Yeah, in here. So, in the, I need to clear, yes, so we make it, and we do this. Compiling directives is not implemented. 5, so yes, this works. Alright, so compiling. How are we going to compile it? So we don't need to compile it. because I'm thinking about just setting it to null. Node I is equal to null. So we don't, so that we actually do something. Yeah? Oh, great. So we don't do anything with the directive. So I'm thinking of, we just remove it entirely from here. Just only have the, if we have a instruction, and else we print an invalid node type. I thought that was gonna happen. Else, if the type, if this type is not equal to the AST node type directive, then we can print it. So, and doesn't compile? It compiles perfectly. And if we take a look at the output versus what we are expecting, so put that one in there, and I need the token definitions. So we know that this one, and 2. What's 2? 2 is an add. We push 69, then we have a 3 and a 5, and if we just check that, yes, we see it actually does it correctly. And now this is operand 5, which is the halt. So everything's compiling correctly. And how much time do we have left? So we have 20 minutes left. So yeah. So I'm gonna be pushing it and then just added labels to Contort, to added labels. All of the changes. And do I need to? Yeah, so I can remove the jump from that. And so next, so I need to remove those two. So yeah, so we're gonna be also implementing the equals, because why not? Or we can equal, and we're just gonna be having stuck with this syntax for now. So remove them. So equal command. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing some stuff now. That's going to be for the next video. And let's just see where it breaks. So make, and it breaks in here. We need the equals, and same in here. And now I was originally thinking about making it like not this, but like add and then equal this, but I've changed my mind. I would just do this, and that equal is just a yeah, some other stuff. So we don't have to compile them. So it's basically going to be a halt, and then just a equal. And So was not valid instruction, yes, that's true. So we need to actually add it to here, equal, and just equal, and equal operand 0. Yeah, so this works. And so tomorrow, or at least when I have time, if I have time, I'm going to implement a simple execution for it. And it was probably not smart to do this, but so I'm guessing that I think we have time for implementing jump if. That's just going to be a jump if. So, and in the token, need to add it. Jump and a jump. So I added the equal, but I didn't have the other thing. So this one, jump if, this one, same, jump if, it's taking a while, it's taking time in lecture advance. And in this one, and it's just going to be the same as a jump, but we only have a the other thing. So jump and maybe remove it and maybe uncomment it. And segmentation faults. Why? Why did you have to be mean to me? Bloody mean to me. Why do you have to be mean to me? I think it's dumb. It's a stupid thing. If only I could spot what's wrong with it. Yes. This one needs to be started. Alright, time to pick up the old debugger. The good old debugger. I really hate to do this. Wait, I can. No, I'm not do this. So, and now we just do break. Lecture advance. so this one's good. And yeah. So the next one is a push, this one's also good. And the next one is an add. Then we have another push. Now we have nothing. Oh, because you already had that. Why do we get this segmentation fault again? Never got a halt. So it wasn't there. At 42. So what did I do wrong? So we loop through all the names, then we loop through all of the deferred operands. Yeah, but it did work when we had a run, right? So if we just remove that, exit, and do this again. Yes, now it's working. And if we only have one, it's with the it's whoa, I cannot speak. It's a jump if. Yeah. So we need to debug this. So and this one and L. So rebuild it. Yeah. So now I know why it isn't working. Which one is it? I also need J. So the first one is J, and this one's L. J. So yeah, so it's just the least index out of range. J is 0, which means it is the first deferred operand, which is right. Then L is 7, because that thing. But then the deferred operand index in AST nodes is that. The index in AST nodes. Where did that one get set? Now in there. Wait, what? Well, it has to be set somewhere. Wait, let me just find it. So it's there and there. Not even in the lecture? Home? Oh no! It's because we only set it to do it on this one. So now I need to do this, and then need an OR with the jump if. So that it's now a bit floating. Oh my god. Oh, because I'm trying to do both, and that's not happy. It's not happy about. So yeah, so now it works. We have a jump to 6, and this one. So that one 7, 7, and then we get a 0. 0, 7, 7. Yay! Wait, we got 3. Oh well. I don't care anymore. If we just have that one away. So we now have the jump and jump if, and we only spent about an hour and a half. So that's always good progress. So as you know, the next video is going to be about the implementation stuff, and this one needs to have a bit of letter. We need a interpreter, and for the CN format, and I'm thinking about building an interpreter for the other format too, but then it has to be and also one for the icon star does icon. But I'm just going to make sure that this is taken. Mine does icon, and it's just plain text. I wanted to do icon, but that one's already taken. So yeah, so we're just going to do icon and jump instructions. So commit it, and yeah, I'll upload this and I'll see you next time. Bye.